Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Indiamart Intimatia. Should you buy this stock at these levels or should you avoid it? So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Indiamart Intimation, a small request that kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and seek out answers in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and number of podcasts that I put up from time to time on short-term, long-term calls. And if you can pay $100 upfront, you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. And also, if you cannot pay on Patreon, you can join the YouTube or the WhatsApp membership. Now, about the company established in 1996, it is one of the largest online wholesale platform for you can say office products, sells products mainly of office usage in bulk, and e-marketplace for domestic and international buyers and suppliers. It is a very big marketplace that has become over the last 15 years or so, and through the pandemic, the pandemic helped the company grow even more because people were working from home, and so what happened was they wanted a office like scenario at home in terms of so that if they are having video calls or meetings, then the aesthetics look good. So there's a lot of buying of office products for home and online, and due to the pandemic people were not getting out, so this website got a lot of hits and a lot of buying came in. The market cap of the company has reduced to 14,000 crores because after the pandemic, the stock has fallen a lot, nearly 50% from the top. In terms of numbers, this time around numbers were not that bad. Sales went up by around 10%, but profit again dipped year on year by around 13%. And this has been a consistent trend that the profits have been dipping. It's a debt-free company, but the profitability has reduced, and so growth is not there to be seen. There's high promoter and institutional holding. ROE has reduced to around 17%, and margins are now at 26%. If you look at the performance, the stock has been a rank underperformer over the last at least 12 months or so, has dipped more than 50% in the last 6 months, as I explained, has started to recover from the lows at the moment and is consolidating. But numbers have sharply declined over the last 3-4 quarters, quite evidently, as I explained the reasons for that. Margins have been hit badly, and now with higher inflation and inflationary costs, raw material costs, you can understand freight charges would increase because of the higher oil prices and all. So things are not that rosy at the moment from the expenses front either. A lot of FII selling in the past few quarters in the stock, so FII holding has reduced appreciably from what it used to be about a year back, and even now it looks expensive to me because the numbers are not coming out in the manner it should. So why the fall post results? So after results, the stock has fallen a lot, and over the last 1 month, the stock has fallen a lot, and now it is trying to consolidate and move up. Results have been below expectations, so the profitability has reduced even further, and it had not corrected a lot. Hence, valuations were steep earlier. So even now, I believe valuations are not that cheap either. So probably a 8-10% move will trigger another round of selling in the stock. There could be a time wise stock correction that is needed, so we could see a year and a half of you can say consolidation in the stock, and not seeing that highs of around 10,000 that used to happen. So around we have had a 60% decline in the stock, and this is a similar kind of trend that is taking place, which is similar to what happened with IRCTC. So we could be looking at 12 months of hiatus for the stock, not getting towards new highs unless the numbers appreciably improve from here. So near term pressure as cost headwinds will continue, as I explained, because of higher crude prices, higher raw material prices. Prices. So it has been a work from home trade, WFH trade, and now world has opened up. So things are not that rosy for the company. Some companies have benefited by the closure of the economy, and some companies or many companies got hit. This is one of the companies that got a lot of benefits because the economy was completely closed for a couple of years. In terms of technicals, I believe technically it looks weak, although the recovery has taken place from around 3900 4000 levels. Currently, the stock is at 4500. 4000 is the strongest support. Probably long term investors can have a strict stop loss at 4000. It will have a very strong move above 6000. It doesn't look like that it will cross 6000 in a hurry. Extremely illiquid stock, so you can see wild moves over a period of say 1 week 2 weeks. So 1 week it could be up, the next couple of weeks it could be down and below the level that was 1 week before. Below, it is below all moving averages and may see consolidation in a declining manner over the next 6 8 months. So what needs to be done in my opinion? Avoid at the moment, may still correct further. I think it could go to 5000 and then correct again. If you really want to hold the stock, have a 4 5 year view and probably change in business model, and the growth coming in after you can say de-escalation of higher crude prices and higher raw material prices would end up seeing numbers better probably by FY24 or so. So it will perform well if it innovates pretty well, but have only 5% holding into such stocks. So this is my video on Indiamart and Tipesh. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you get my videos straight away when I post, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.